Hey everyone, this is Vikram and we're back with This is the Police. Hope you've been enjoying so far. We're on to day 5. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots a pregnant woman. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. I see. City has no problem with racists. Okay then.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
What's that? Drugs.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door.
So they
Now
are.
they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn.
Oh hey,
In
Kendrick.
all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here.
You sound a little devious there,
I'm
sir.
going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Oh no, not
So now
sand.
you're appearing in public with members of the mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie,
That don't seem
if
good.
I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Well,
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the mafia works. If I can't find
Really?
someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place.
mm-hmm.
Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder. Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
Well.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in.
Aren't you, Frank?
I'm
I don't
probably the
understand.
most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals.
Yeah, that's about all you
Believe
need,
me,
right?
high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll
Funny
come
how that
home to a
goes.
bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
No, man. Too forgiving there, Jack. Butinsky. They say it's gonna rain today and I have a very weak immune system. I'm afraid I might get sick. Can I go home before it starts? You really need some rest, so sure. Up all night reading an exciting detective story. We've seen this before. No! You're doing it too, Birch. No. What are you guys thinking? Huh? Well, but Budinsky can go home. Do I not have any? I don't have any stars to give out, I guess. So let's go for it. I'm not gonna choose a song. Well, maybe I guess I will. Let's go with the show. Whatever. Let's just hope none of this is copyrighted. I have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Okey-doke, City Hall. Depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests once a week. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests. Only ask for what you really need. I guess we could use another officer. Ah, geez. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. Refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. That'll work. Got a robbery. Yikes, we gotta send all the officers? Really? Let's hope nothing else happens. Yikes. Shop has 2 exits from which a few people have already fled. You get in the back door. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. Holding his gun to the hostage head, shouting back off or blow his face off. Uh, Don't shirt, please. I just need the money. Take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. Whew. Antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang while she was on her way to the pawn shop. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freeburg and the press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. Whoops, I refused. Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the animal shooting contest. Why not? Didn't see his face, just in a jacket. Okay. That just seems kind of crazy. Got 3 new frames. Is that him taking it? He's got it there. Carry out the arrest. 2 officers must escort the lead investigator. Remember that criminals react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender. This person doesn't seem to be that terribly. Oh no. I don't know that we're gonna be able to respond to this. Case closed. Alrighty. In the day. Not afraid of competition. Thomas Blaine is a new form of schizophrenia. Okay. Head on in.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope.
Portables,
and
huh?
left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were
yeah.
all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names.
It's true.
So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Oh boy.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a Mafia whore.
Oh no.
I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
It's up all night. You guys, I tell you what. No. No, 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 no. Can't go home to read a book. You lose one job slot. Removing an occupied slot will automatically fire an employee. Well... Quan Yin Lee turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and that means that there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. Okay, well, in this way you can get your hooks into gang members higher and up the food chain and ultimately take down the boss. Get a claim a reward. Okay. There's also a reward for formally charging game members. Get a bonus, but your deal with that person's over. Don't settle for small fish. Use the small fish to catch the big fish. Why can't you do anything? Nice. Bao Liang gave several interviews when she spoke about atrocities committed to take down the gang. Kind of fight with the manager was trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Yikes! But I don't know that we need like super experienced people out there. Ning He is the faithful assistant of Zhang Yang. Founding member of the gang, is entrusted with the most serious jobs. Keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges for their sale. Wise Dragon Restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. Around the clock, but it was closed that night before because of an important deal. Valuables are kept in the safe under the bar. So is this the person we apprehended for stealing a purse? Aw. Kidding me? Carjack. Well, guys, better catch that kid. Determine the thieves' location, overtake the criminal, attempt to take him into custody, catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire, overtake the offender and block the road. Can't beat a good old-fashioned roadblock, huh? Hostage situation. Don't we need the SWAT for that? Seems like you should probably have the SWAT when there's a hostage. Rubinovic Casino. Claims that one of the casino girls hanging around his table lifted his wallet. I don't know. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to repay his debts. Says the police will protect him. I think it's time to show him whose side the police are on. Sorry, Yancey, getting you involved in this stuff. Oh, how'd we do here? Yeah, I was wondering. Good. Assault with a deadly weapon. Security guard stopped a suspicious looking van. Whoa. Police cruiser is caught up with the perpetrator's van. Trying to run the van off the road. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Well, that worked. All right. Got 3 new frames. What is this? Crack a safe. The restaurant. Yeah, it doesn't quite seem right, does it? Because the restaurant is clearly open there. Drove by in a sedan and shot the machine gun. Okay. I don't know. Not sure what that is. I guess we can't really solve that yet. Oh, and we're finished here. All right. Well, that is all we have time for today. Thanks for watching This Is the Police, and we'll see you next time.